G'day viewers, my name is Michael and welcome back to SingleRacer. Now, welcome to any new viewers that might have come over from the shout out I got from Mike Smith over at SimRacing604. I welcome you all and thank you very much, Mike, for doing that. And any new subscribers that might have just generally come over from a video they've seen on YouTube, so welcome you all. Now, please excuse my voice. I've been getting over a bad virus this week and I'm still struggling a bit. So if this video sounds a bit chopped up or edited, it's because I probably chopped out a coughing fit. So please bear with me just while I get a bit better. Hopefully I'll get better soon and start doing videos more regularly again. And now, just a quick question for any of my regular or new subscribers. Is anyone old enough to remember or recognise this wallpaper here? Oh, just you and me, Alex. Alex over at the Extra Mile. I guess that's a bit tragic then that we're the only two that might recognise this game. But what it is, it's a mock photo from this classic game here, which is the very first ever Need for Speed game. Now, I don't know about overseas, but in Australia it was called, the full name was called Need for Speed Road and Track. And now in today's world it might have the slightly negative connotation of arcade game or simcade. But in its day, it was actually quite a groundbreaking game. It was, to me, it was the closest thing at the time to a proper racing simulation. It was a fantastic game. Still remains, for me personally, in probably at least my top 10, but maybe even my top 5 favourite games of all time. It was a sensational game and it had sensational graphics for its time. Now, when I found out that there was this mod done for Assetto Corsa, I'll show you here, called the Need for Speed Tournament Class A mod, that featured 2 cars from this game, I thought I have to do a video on this for sure. The trouble was, so did everyone else, and what happened, of course, you know, that's a natural thing. When a new mod gets released on Race Department, everyone wants to do it, of course, especially if it's a great mod like this one is. So I was one of those that also watched all the other videos that came out featuring these 2 cars. So I thought, well, I'm going to wait a while and have a think about how I want to present this, especially given that so many other people did videos on this too. And then it finally dawned on me that the best way to present this video is to give it a personal touch, because believe it or not, I actually still own this game. Now, the game is too old to really play under Windows, the normal Windows environment, and I don't want to muck around with things like DOS boxes or whatever the programs are to get the emulators to get an old game to work. So what I thought I would do is marry the best things about the mod and Assetto Corsa, because believe it or not, in my opinion, Assetto Corsa is actually kind of laid out very similar to that original Need for Speed game, and I'll show you that, and marry it with the classic music from the game. Now, I'm a big guitar head. I love all sorts of guitar players, my favourite being Joe Satriani, and so I immediately gravitate towards any guitar style music, and Need for Speed Road and Track had this in spades. So what I'll do is I'll do a mock version of how the game played and some of its features, and I'll include some of the music from the game. Now, the first thing that it had, which is very similar to Assetto Corsa, is in Assetto Corsa you can click on the car and you can click on the little coloured dial when you select the car, and you've got the showroom. So Need for Speed had its own showroom. So let me start up a couple of examples of the showroom and listen to its great intro music. So here we go. And so let me give you an example of the kind of music that came with each individual car in the showroom. Now again, I stress this isn't the accurate music that came with these two particular cars, but let's start with the Lamborghini first. And now let's listen to one of these amazing bits of showcase music as we feature now the Ferrari. And so finally the last piece of the puzzle, where you not only had this driving rock-based guitar music pounding in the menu, but also usually behind the races themselves. Now, quite often it annoyed the crap out of me because you could never turn them off in the game menu. They wouldn't let you. You just have to put up with this pounding music. But it's great to look back with these games in a fond way and reminisce. So let me do that for you with these two cars featured individually with this incredible guitar music behind it, and hopefully you enjoy it. And again, apologies for my sick sounding voice, but hopefully it'll be better soon, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, see ya.